Good morning, everybody. We are back with my reaction to the draft. I didn't look at anybody's team except for my own. I did take a quick peek at Jeremy's only because he is my matchup in week 1. So other than that, I don't really know who's on each other's roster. So I'm going to give you my live reaction to everybody's draft picks. So that'll be something fun to add. Draft went pretty well. I mean, I did complain I got sniped every time, it felt like, so we'll see how it goes. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but in our draft, I did change 2 positions. Last year we had just 2 wide receiver running back flex options, and this year I changed them. So now we have 3 wide receiver, running back, tight end, flex positions. I did that because I didn't think it was necessary to limit how many tight ends people want to play. If people want to play 3 tight ends, who am I to stop them? So I just thought I would do that. And that's it. So, all right, so let's get started. Again, this is my live reaction. I know a couple players because they got sniped before me throughout the draft, and obviously the keepers, but other than that, I have no concept of what everybody has. So here we go. Okay, so Richard. We know he has McCaffrey, Waller, Allen. He went some running back early, Montgomery, then went Cooper, Ayuk, Galladay, Chanel Jr., which is who I wanted. Josh Allen, I said that one already. James Conner, Will Fuller, Cole Beasley, AJ Green, Trey Lance I really wanted. Richard took him on me, but I took Trey Lance on Richard at our other draft, so I guess that's fair. He grabbed Travis Etienne, possibly to stash for next year. Good old Rodrigo Blankenship for kicker. Not bad. Pretty good roster there. Good balance. A couple guys I like. Evil Buddies. I saw he took a couple guys late for stashing. So let's see. He started with Zeke, which is a good first pick. Tyreek Hill, Thielen, Eckler. Mark Andrews, tight end in 5, good spot there. Prescott, Debo, Marquez, Callaway, I was hoping for him, but he went earlier than I thought. Zach Moss, Pollard, Shepard, MVS, David Johnson, and stash some, guys here. He's got Akers in 14, Dobbins in 17, so maybe keeping those for next year, wait and see. Overall, decent roster. That's kind of similar to Richard's, some high-end talent in there too. Chris with Laughing Gestures. He went Chubb. He got Mahomes in 2. I thought about taking him there, but it was a little too early, I thought, for me, being at the other end of the second round. Chris Carson, Darrell Henderson. So he went running backs early. Hawkinson in 5. Nicole Hardman, Higbee. So he's already got 2 tight ends in there. Oh, he's got 3. He's got Zach Ertz later on. Keeper and Robbie Anderson and Claypool, so good receivers late. So, but he doesn't really have like a wide receiver 1 kind of receiver, in my opinion. He's got a lot of good mid-range guys, but he's got some good running backs and good quarterbacks. So, it's kind of one for the others, how it works out. Rob took Najee really early. I was kind of surprised by that. I thought he might fall a little bit later into the first round, maybe fall to the second, but that's a good one. Hopkins, Gus Edwards in 3, I thought was really early, but we do have keepers, so that kind of pushes guys around. So I was kind of surprised by that. Lockett, Damian Harris, who I liked, but Rob got him for me early in the 5th, so I was not happy with that one. Then Landry, Tunyon, Brady, Drake, Justin Jefferson, Aguilar, Everett, Ty Johnson. I was looking at him too, but I went with Coleman instead. I got Latavius, Lazard, New England, McKinnon late. I've heard some good reports out of Jared McKinnon and KC. Could be a decent passing back there. Might steal some touches from CEH, but who knows? That's just preseason talk, the hype train, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Wayne, who is next, who didn't take any keepers. Again, don't know if that was by mistake or on purpose. So he went running back early. So he went Saquon, Miles Sanders, Chase Edmonds. So that's, 3 decent running backs right away. Then he went wide receiver with Juju, Tyler Boyd, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup. So good, steady wide receivers. Justin Herbert should be a quarterback 1, I would think. And from there, let's see, we got Gesicki, Parker, Hubbard, James White, Irv Smith Jr., who's injured for now, Joe Burrow, So Wayne also went 2 quarterbacks. Baltimore, Amon Ra St. Brown from Detroit. Again, another person I've heard some stuff in preseason talks. So we'll see how that works out there. But I think it's a good team. No keepers in there. Just went, position heavy, and I think he's got a good team. Sunil, we got Derrick Henry, followed by Evans, Jacobs, Julio, Beckham, Cortland Sutton. I like that wide receiver running back start right there. That's pretty good. Noah Fant, Russell Wilson at 8. Michael Carter, I was looking for, but he sniped him there on me. Hollywood Brown, Darrell Williams, Manuel Sanders, Malcolm Brown, Sammy Watkins. Yeah, decent lineup. Could be middle of the pack, could be a winner. Who knows? These rosters all seem about the same. It seems to be either very mid-range players or a couple top-end talents, and that's about it. So we'll see how it goes. This is first 6 so far. Interesting. I kind of like it. Dallas is next. He had Kamara and Jonathan Taylor as keepers. He had Antonio Gibson, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Davis, Jerry Jeudy, Sonny Michel, Pittman Jr., Jacoby Myers, Rieger, Hurts, Evan Ingram, Hunter Henry, Baker Mayfield. Oh, he threw Le'Veon Bell in there, who I don't even know if he's on a team, to be honest, but he's there. And then he snagged Zerline as a kicker. I was like, oh, all I need to do is draft a kicker, and then there it was. Dallas took him. Seems like every round. Again, another good roster, good running backs, solid 3 running backs to start, and then some pretty good wide receivers in there. So Dallas could be definitely a contender. Dave's team, who started with 2 late running backs. This one, Dave frustrated me a few times. Let's see, he took Keenan Allen, then Chris Godwin, and then I was hoping to take Kittle in 3. Dave took him right before me. Deontay Johnson, then he took Kyler Murray right before I was about to take him in 5. Then he took Jamal Williams, Corey Davis, Naeem Hines. Was about to take Mike Williams, but then Dave took him in 9. Juanu, Gio, Brian Edwards, Madison, Buffalo, Salvin Ahmed, and then has 2 late running backs. So again, decent. I thought he'd be a little bit more daunting team, I guess, based on a couple players I wanted, those late running backs, but again, just seems like kind of middle of the pack. I do like his tight end and quarterback combination there. That should produce a decent amount of points from. My team, who after the draft I thought was going to be terrible, actually turned out better than I thought. I like having Delvin Cook, McLaurin, Cup, Diggs as those top there. And then Mostert, who knows, I just throw him in there because he's starting the season at least. Antonio Brown, I see big things coming there. If you look at his numbers from the second half of the season when he came on, he was the better receiver in Tampa Bay, so big hope there. Aaron Rodgers I like having, and then the rest of the team is just, taking whoever was there. So Curtis Samuel, Russell Gage, Tevin Coleman, Ramondre Stevenson from New England, I heard a couple good things on. By this point, all the good tight ends were gone, so I just threw in Austin Hooper, knowing Stefanski likes to throw to tight end, so hoping that works out. Might as well grab Randall Cobb. Aaron Rodgers wanted him, so hopefully he throws to him. I grabbed Justin Fields late because Richard snagged Lance on me, hoping for Justin Fields as a decent quarterback option, maybe towards the end if anything happens with Rodgers. Yeah, that's kind of it. Jeremy's another guy who was sniped me a couple times. So he started with keepers of Devontae Adams and Metcalf. Added Edwards-Helaire, Lamar Jackson in 4, Trey Sermon in 5, Logan Thomas, Devontae Smith, Ronald Jones, who I was about to take, and then Jeremy took him there in 8. Jalen Waddell, Elijah Moore, Paris Campbell, Marshall Jr. in Carolina, Kenneth Gainwell, Juwan Johnson, Tyson Williams. A couple of guys there I wasn't too familiar with, but those last 3. But overall, still looks like a decent roster. I don't know. He brought back Lamar Jackson without having to keep him, so that was a good move there. Some good talent on that team. Ty, another guy who kind of grabbed some guys I was looking at when I was wanting them. So he kept Kelsey and DeAndre Swift. Then added Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts, Javonte Williams, Jamar Chase, Melvin Gordon, DJ Chark, AJ Dillon, Michael Thomas in 10 I was hoping would fall to me. Stash him for later in the season. Matthew Stafford, Rondell Moore, Trevor Lawrence, Tampa Bay, Darrington Evans, Butker, Cohen, McFarland. Again, decent team, lots of talent. Ties usually near the top of our standings, so we'll see how this works out for them. And our returning champion, Jen, she kept, as I said, Aaron Jones in 11, A.J. Brown in 17, so she added Mixon, Allen Robinson, Robert Woods, DJ Moore, T. Higgins, Kareem Hunt. Great start there, I think. I think that's a heck of a roster right there. Adding Dallas Goedert, Tannehill, Fournette, Marvin Jones Jr., Henry Ruggs, Jared Cook, Rashard Bateman. I think it's a pretty solid roster. I would say probably one of my favorite rosters throughout there. Those top 8 picks, first 8 picks, I really like. A lot of guys I would have liked to grab, but just the way the draft fell, they weren't in my order. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Well, it's been a little bit longer than I expected, about almost 12 minutes by the time I'm done here, so hopefully you watched it all. If not, I totally understand. Anyway, that's my thoughts on everyone's picks. Not the greatest in-depth discussion, but just a quick overview of my thoughts, what everybody has. Season starts next week. Waivers will start tomorrow, so get your fab bids in if you missed anybody you wanted. So other than that, good luck to all. Have a great September long weekend, and we will start the fight next week. Talk to you later. Bye.